Well, here we are, Thanksgiving week. It's going to be an intriguing one. You know, the only team eliminated from playoff contention right now is the New York Giants. Yes, Jameis Winston had a crazy, crazy performance. We're talking week. This man caught a receiving touchdown. There were flea flickers back and forth, but yet the Giants still blew another lead to the point where they fired their defensive coordinator. Chip Kelly also got fired from the Raiders, but the Raiders stink, so we already knew that, and I mean the Patriots are now number one in the AFC. The Colts are right behind them though. They're a pretty interesting Colts bunch. Now they're gonna play the Texans, who got a big victory against the Bills this past weekend. 8 sacks. Davis Mills playing real good football. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff to really think about. San Francisco, Brock Purdy's back. CMC leads in receptions. Kittle is dominating. Like the 49ers, despite the fact that they are very, very injured, are in a position to be in position. Green Bay, they'll take on Detroit, to start the Thanksgiving festivities. It should be a fun one. The Lions, are pretty inconsistent, but they were able to turn it around and come back and beat the Giants. Green Bay, obviously, still in very good position. But the Bears are 8-3, tied with the Philadelphia Eagles, who just lost to the Dallas Cowboys via comeback. Crazy stuff. And now the number one seed could be decided on Black Friday for the time being. Speaking of those Cowboys, they're going to take on Kansas City in the game that will probably reach over 50 million viewers. Oh my goodness gracious. This game will get over 50 million viewers. I guarantee you that. Because Kansas City is, still fighting. They just beat the Colts. Dallas is still fighting for a playoff spot. The Rams, if Matthew Stafford is the MVP, give it to him. And I mean, Carolina's all right. They can play, but it's like Carolina, didn't perform very well on Monday night, did they? The Colts, despite the loss, still lead the AFC South. But the Jags are gaining on them, and so are the Texans. The Jags with another huge victory. The Texans dominated the Bills, on Thursday night with the 8 sacks. And speaking of those Bills, they take on Pittsburgh, who's like, what are they doing right now? Same thing with Minnesota. What are they doing right now? Bucks, I don't know what's wrong with them. They stink. But yeah, NFL Thanksgiving week, it's going to be a good one.